And we are back with the next question. Ron, the member would like to know, should we sign extra Zim bonds over to loved ones and friends? Also, since the RV started on February 9th, how should we disperse the SKRs and when do we do it?
Okay. Um, there's some misconceptions here. The Zim bonds or any other historic bonds are the way that the alliance is going to use to put funds in the hands of those who are vetted humanitarians. Okay. Now I can just put a period at the end of that, and that's a statement that is true. So who's going to be getting the funds? Why would you give somebody a bond that you didn't know that they're going to be getting an appointment and have a redemption appointment and be able to take those bonds and exchange them into something that they can use for their purpose and calling in life? So you've got this misunderstood. The bonds are given to you for a purpose. If you haven't realized your purpose yet, then you will come up with questions like this. Should we give our extra bonds to somebody else? You don't realize what the bonds are. You don't realize what they're for. You don't realize what the money's for. Friends, loved ones, family. You get the money and then start doing things with your CACs and start blessing the lives of people. You don't give them bonds. You don't give them SKRs. You don't think you're going to share things like that at that level because you will destroy people's lives with that kind of thinking. Please understand, I'm not trying to scold the person who has this, but you've got to start putting pieces together. It's great for everybody to have money. Yes, it is. The Loved One Society programs will do that. If you want to be a managing director instead of just a beneficiary, then you got to start doing the things that managing directors have to do in order for them to become a managing director. Concepts, understandings, ideas. What kind of CACs are those people going to be putting together? Are they going to provide homes, private home funding for the rest of the world? Are you? Since the RV started on February 9th, oh my goodness. How would we disperse the SKRs and when do we do it? The revaluation of currencies has absolutely nothing to do with the redemption of bonds. Please understand, re-evaluation of currencies. That means you have a devalued currency and it's going to be revalued up at a higher amount. That's a banking situation. And banks are in charge of that. Why hasn't it happened yet? Why has the RV not happened yet? On February the 9th or the 22nd of December in 2019. The banks don't want you to have the money, therefore, they're not going to revalue the currencies. And you can hear 2,700 gurus start talking about this all at the same time. It will not produce the funds. period. Banks do not have the funds to do this with, nor do they want to give what they've got to you. They hate us. If you're loved from the alliance, if you have an idea, hold on to your bonds and you take them, or your currencies, and you take them into your redemption appointment, and they'll give you what you would like for them. Those are just a few cents that you brought in with you. The big stuff are in the bonds. Do you know what a Yodalillion is? Do you even know what the SKRs are for Milillions? I'm going to confess, I really don't know what 10 to the 7th power means as opposed to 7 zeros. I don't know. I want to learn, but I don't know. I just know it's going to be a lot of zeros that we can just say, well, we got a lot of zeros. Let's go get some of these zeros working. Doesn't matter how much we have. It's just we've got plenty to do everything we need to do. How do you disperse an SKR? I had some people tell me the other day, we're not going to be involved with Loved One Society because you're giving SKRs out and they are illegal. It's a fraud. I say, oh, my goodness. I have all these bonds over here. And I asked the Alliance if I can use these bonds to send out as SKRs. And will you accept them? And they said yes. What part of that is illegal? It's private. It's only for Loved One Society people. Just because you want to call it illegal, that is not true. It's a private transaction. And the Alliance is standing behind it. I'm bringing up some stuff that's brought a lot of, where do people come up with this crap? I can't believe that they do. And yet they do. And I just have to brush it aside and say, you get to do what you want to believe. I don't care. Do I care? I'd like to have you along, but if you're not going to be here, then don't be dragging your feet trying to get through it. It's not going to work. If you get to this person, if you get an appointment with the Alliance and have an agent that will come and be your counselor, you're going to have a long ways to go if you don't start doing your own thinking. Instead of the guy that told you that the February 9th was the RV. If it sounds like I'm scolding you, I am, because you're failing. This is a failing grade. You come to school, I've told you to do your homework, and you come up with this. That's a failing grade. You're not going to get the funds you think you're going to get until you start changing and get in line with what's going on. Did you ask me, or did you just tell me about the February the 9th? Do I get confirmation on that? Did you give me a chance to get confirmation on that and then tell you? No, you didn't. Because I would never say anything that I knew was wrong and that I have inquired about, and I've been told there is no RV going to take place the way that the gurus say it's going to happen. The only RV that's going to take place is when you get an appointment for a redemption appointment, and you take those currencies to the redemption appointment and get them that way. Otherwise, there's no RV. And anybody that thinks that they're going to get money through the RV and the things of the redemption of bonds, I say good luck to you. If you don't get your appointment from the Alliance, you ain't getting any money. Because there will be no money. It's only going to come from the Alliance. All the other will have to be revalued or put into the quantum financial system, and they'll do that. But you can't use it unless you're in the quantum financial system. So there's a lot coming. And I don't mean to be frustrated with this, but boy, why are you listening to other people? I cannot understand that. That's 4 and 5 year old stuff that's been proven long, proven time and time again. Okay. I'll just have to let that go. Let's move on to the next question.
Thank you, Ron. I'm sure that info will be helpful, and we will be right back with the next question.
Okay, thank you.